Thank you, Chris. Well, the latest Marquette Law School poll is out.
The data shows not much has changed in the race for president, but a lot of things surrounding it have. Poll director Charles Franklin joins us now with the breakdown. Hello, Charles.
Hey, good to be back.
Hi, Charles. Good to see you.
Let's start with the breaking news of the day. Kamala Harris as the vice presidential pick. Does this move the needle?
Well, at one level, wait and see, but I think it checks several things that are important. One, as a sitting U.S. Senator, she has high elective office. Biden didn't reach down to a House member or a governor or, for that matter, a mayor. Secondly, it appeals and is a direct statement to women in the party and to people of color. And both of those are important things within the party and in the fall campaign. So in those ways, I think it's a strong pick. The other is Harris famously attacked Biden in the primary, in the debates. So this is also sending a signal that Biden is willing to work with people who have confronted him and disagreed with him even in the primary campaign.
Let's take a look at the race itself and what the numbers look like for President Trump versus Joe Biden in Wisconsin.
This month, we're beginning to shift to emphasizing likely voters. Until now, we've emphasized registered voters, but as people are getting closer to the election, we're going to shift and use likely as our primary result. This month, it's Biden with a 5-point lead with likely voters. Last month, with likely voters, it was a 6-point lead. So just the smallest of movements to a slightly tighter race. Our margin of error is 4.2 percentage points, so a 1-point shift is really minuscule. If you look at registered voters, that was 8 points last month. It's 6 points with registered this month. Again, a slight 2-point tightening of the race.
Let's look at the president's favorability ratings. What do those numbers show?
There we've seen a little slippage. His favorability, favorable or unfavorable, is at 42%, 55% unfavorable. Biden's is at 43, 48. Both of them a little bit underwater, Biden by a bit less than Trump. 2016 was the first year we had seen both candidates be viewed more unfavorably than favorably. At least so far, it looks like that's the path this year as well. With job approval, though, we have seen a little bit of interesting movement. The president's overall job approval ticked down by 1 percentage point this month, but that equals the lowest he's been since January of 2019. It's a small range, but he is at the low end of that range. But maybe more importantly, on the coronavirus, he's fallen 4 points from last month to 40% approval from 44% last month. It was 44 in May, but it was 51 in March. So there's been a fairly substantial 11-point decline since March in his handling of the coronavirus. On the other hand, on the economy, he ticked up 1 point in approval to 51% from 50% last time.
How about mask use, the political hot potato that's a mask?
This is interesting. We're seeing 69% agree with the idea that there should be a mandatory mask requirement in public places. 29% are opposed to that. And there's a big party split, but maybe less of a lopsidedness in the Republican Party. With the GOP, we're seeing 43% in favor of masks, 54% opposed to them. So a small majority of Republicans opposed. But with independents, it's 71% in favor and Democrats 93% in favor. So that's why you get a large overall approval of masks and a Republican Party that leans against masks, but only a bit leans, not the sort of opposite of the Democrats of 90% opposed to masks. No, it's a fairly even split there. Also, when we look around the state, in every region of the state, there's a majority of the total population that favors a mask requirement.
Interesting numbers as usual.
Yeah, it's all going to come down to us once again, potentially. Don't you think, Charles?
Once more.
All right.
Center of
Here
attention.
we go again. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you soon. Keep up the good work.
Hope so.
Thank you, Charles.
Thanks, Charles. Great to see you.
We'll be right back.